Imagine you are on a massive cruise ship, right? It's 8 p.m. and 3,000 passengers all sit down in their cabins and hit play on a pristine 4K movie.
Which is a complete networking nightmare, by the way.
Exactly. Why doesn't the ship's entire network just instantly burst into flames? Well, today we are doing a deep dive into the answer. We have got the specs and product pages for a $5,000 pizza box-sized piece of hardware called the Thor Broadcast H-4K-QUAD-MOD.
Yeah, it is quite a mouthful. But our mission today is to, strip away the jargon from those sources and understand how this exact device acts as the invisible engine powering these massive video networks.
Right, so let's unpack this. It essentially starts by taking up to four 4K HDMI inputs, so think high-end cameras or satellite receiver.
Or media players, yeah. And it turns them into universally broadcast-ready signals. Because to understand why a metal box costs $5,000, we really have to look at how it handles all that raw data.
Because, an HDMI cord is perfect for connecting your laptop to a single monitor, right? But it's completely useless for sending video to 1,000 TVs at once.
Exactly. It just doesn't scale.
So I like to think of this modulator as, well, like a master translator at the United Nations.
Oh, that is a really good way to put it.
Yeah, it takes a very specific localized language, which is that direct HDMI connection, and it instantly translates it into these universally understood broadcast formats like RF television channels and IPTV streams. So thousands of screens can just tune in simultaneously.
And what's fascinating here is how it actually does that translation without losing the quality of the original 4K message. Because pushing raw 4K video down a wire requires just a massive amount of bandwidth.
Oh, for sure. So how does it avoid clogging the pipes?
Well, the specs show it uses H.265 encoding, which is also known as HEVC. And instead of just compressing the video by crushing the data down and, ruining the picture quality, it acts more like a genius speed reader.
A speed reader? Wait, how so?
Rather than sending every single pixel for every single frame, it only transmits the pixels that actually change from second to second.
Oh, I get it. So if a camera is focused on a talking head, but there's a static blue sky in the background, it just says keep the sky blue.
Right.
It does that instead of repainting that exact same sky 60 times a second.
Precisely, which saves an enormous amount of data. And it doesn't just do this for one video. The source highlights how the device multiplexes multiple programs.
So it's weaving them together.
Yeah, it takes those 4 distinct 4K channels and physically weaves their data packets together into one incredibly efficient stream, all with extremely low latency, so you are seeing the action almost the instant the camera captures it.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. It is 2026. We all have 5G and lightning-fast Wi-Fi everywhere.
Sure, yeah.
So why is a hospital or a massive sports bar spending $5,000 on this specialized equipment? Why not just stick a smart TV in the waiting room and connect it to the guest Wi-Fi?
Well, the math of standard Wi-Fi completely falls apart at that scale. Just imagine 500 individual hotel rooms all pinging a server to stream 4K video simultaneously.
That sounds like a disaster.
It is. You're asking the local network to establish and maintain 500 individual high-bandwidth connections. It creates a massive bottleneck that leads to constant buffering or, honestly, a total network crash.
Right. It's like 500 people trying to order custom lattes from the exact same barista at the exact same second.
That is a great analogy. And this device completely bypasses that bottleneck. Because it translates and compresses the video so efficiently, it can convert the signal into an RF broadcast and send it over existing old-school CATV coaxial cables.
Wait, coaxial, like the copper wires that might have been sitting in the walls of a building since the Reagan administration?
The very same. It's essentially a time machine, allowing space-age 4K data to travel seamlessly over decades-old infrastructure.
Wow. And what if they are using a modern digital network instead of COCATs?
Then the specs detail how it safely distributes the video via Ethernet IP multicast streams using protocols like UDP.
And how does UDP help with the scaling issue?
Well, UDP essentially acts as a megaphone. Instead of having a separate phone call with each individual screen, the modulator just shouts the video data out to the network once.
Oh, and any TV tuned to that channel simply catches it.
Exactly. It's broadcasting rather than narrowcasting.
That is wild. And it's doing all of this from a single 1RU chassis, which is just the size of one standard server rack slot.
Yeah, it is tiny.
But it's seamlessly running the digital signage and entertainment networks in these massive venues we visit all the time.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it really highlights how much complex hidden processing is required to make our modern digital experiences feel completely effortless.
It really does. Which leaves you, the listener, with this to think about.
Go for it.
Next time you are watching a pristine 4K feed on a cruise ship or checking a hospital's digital directory, take a closer look at that screen.
Just peek behind the curtain.
Exactly. If one small box is magically piping that massive amount of data over decades-old coaxial cables acting as a master translator, what other invisible legacy infrastructure is secretly holding our modern high-tech digital experiences together?